We all face moments in life when we feel stuck, trapped by bad habits, self-doubt, or unrealized goals. In our busy, often chaotic routines, we lose sight of what really matters, chasing solutions that only scratch the surface. But what if the answer isn't external? What if the path to fixing your life starts within, by reshaping your mindset and actions? The ancient philosophy of Stoicism provides a timeless guide, teaching us that true change happens not by controlling the world, but by mastering our inner selves. In this series, we'll explore practical Stoic strategies to build resilience, regain control, and create a purposeful life. Make sure to stay until the end of this video to uncover the steps that can transform your approach to daily challenges. If this resonates with you, please subscribe to the Be Stoic channel and share this journey with others. Let's dive in. 1. Recognizing what you can control. The first principle of Stoicism is deceptively simple, yet profoundly impactful. Recognize what you can control and let go of what you cannot. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. When we focus on things beyond our control, we drain our energy and invite frustration. Examples include worrying about the opinions of others, stressing over past mistakes, or fearing the future. Instead, the Stoics urge us to focus our attention on what is within our control, our thoughts, choices, and actions. Practical steps. The control list. Divide a sheet of paper into 2 columns. On the left, list things you can control, your reactions, efforts, and decisions. On the right, write what you cannot control, others' opinions, the weather, or past events. Each morning, review this list and commit to focusing only on the left column. The let go ritual. At the end of each day, reflect on anything that caused stress or frustration. Ask yourself, was this within my control? If not, consciously let it go by writing it down and discarding the note. By training your mind to distinguish between controllable and uncontrollable factors, you reclaim your energy and reduce unnecessary anxiety. 2. Embracing emotional mastery. Life often feels chaotic because we let our emotions dictate our actions. Anger, fear, and frustration take over, pushing us toward impulsive reactions. The Stoics believed that while emotions are natural, we can choose how much power they hold over us. Epictetus wisely observed, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Emotional mastery is about creating space between stimulus and response, allowing reason to guide your actions rather than raw emotion. Practical steps. The pause technique. When you feel anger or anxiety rising, pause and take 3 deep breaths. Ask yourself, what is the best way to respond to this? This moment of reflection often prevents regretful actions. Emotion journaling. Each evening, write about one moment when your emotions got the better of you. Reflect on what triggered the reaction and how you could handle it better next time. Over time, you'll notice patterns and improve your emotional responses. Reframing triggers. When someone criticizes you, instead of reacting defensively, see it as an opportunity to practice humility and patience. Remind yourself that their opinion doesn't define your worth. By managing your emotions instead of suppressing them, you develop a sense of calm and control that grounds you in even the most challenging situations. 3. Turning obstacles into opportunities. What if every setback was a stepping stone towards success? Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This mindset transforms obstacles from sources of frustration into opportunities for growth. For example, losing a job might push you to develop new skills. A failed relationship could teach you about boundaries and self-respect. Stoicism encourages us to see adversity not as a barrier but as a teacher. Practical steps. The challenge. Reframe. When faced with a problem, ask yourself, What can I learn from this? Write down at least one way the situation could make you stronger or wiser. The gratitude for struggles practice. At the end of each week, list one difficulty you faced and reflect on the growth it inspired. This habit trains your mind to seek the silver lining in every challenge. Take action, no matter how small. When an obstacle feels overwhelming, break it into manageable steps. For instance, if you're overwhelmed by debt, start by creating a small budget or contacting a financial advisor. By approaching challenges with curiosity and determination, you cultivate resilience and transform frustration into empowerment. 4. Living with purpose and intentionality. Many people drift through life, reacting to circumstances rather than shaping their own path. The Stoics believed in living with purpose, aligning daily actions with long-term goals and values. Epictetus advised, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Intentional living starts with clarity. What kind of person do you want to be? What values matter most to you? Practical steps. Define your values. Take 15 minutes to reflect on your core values. Is it honesty, courage, or kindness? Write these down and use them as a compass for your decisions. Daily alignment. At the start of each day, choose one action that reflects your values. For example, if kindness is a priority, decide to help a colleague or call a loved one. Set SMART goals. Break big dreams into smaller, actionable steps that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to get fit," set a goal to walk 10,000 steps daily for 1 month. When your actions align with your purpose, life feels more meaningful, and every step you take reinforces your sense of direction. 5. Building resilience through Stoic practices. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks, is a core element of Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The Stoics believed that hardship is not something to be feared, but embraced as an opportunity to grow stronger. Resilience is not a trait you're born with. It's a skill you develop through deliberate practice. It begins with changing your perspective on adversity. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, view them as exercises for your mental and emotional muscles. Practical steps. Reframe your setbacks. When you encounter a difficulty, ask yourself, how is this helping me grow? For example, a demanding job might be teaching you patience or problem-solving skills. Voluntary hardship. Practice small acts of discomfort to prepare yourself for greater challenges. Take a cold shower, skip a luxury for a week, or walk instead of driving. These controlled hardships build mental toughness. Daily reflection. Write down one thing that went wrong each day and how you handled it. Could you have approached it better? What did you learn from the experience? By building resilience, you become less reactive to life's ups and downs, approaching every situation with a calm and steady mind. 6. The discipline of action. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. The Stoics placed great value on consistent effort, recognizing that motivation fades, but discipline endures. Epictetus said, "No great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time." Discipline is not about grand gestures. It's about the small, repeated actions that compound over time. Whether it's maintaining a fitness routine, saving money, or learning a skill, consistency is the key to success. Practical steps. Start small. Break down big goals into tiny, manageable tasks. For example, if you want to write a book, start by committing to 200 words a day. Track your progress. Use a journal or app to monitor your daily habits. Seeing your streak grow provides motivation to continue. Eliminate distractions. Identify what pulls you away from your goals. social media, procrastination, or unnecessary commitments. Create an environment that supports focus. By cultivating discipline, you build the foundation for long-term success, ensuring that your actions align with your aspirations. 7. The power of living in the present moment. Stoicism teaches us that life exists only in the present moment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present. The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately." Dwelling on the past or worrying about the future robs us of the power to act now. Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring the past or neglecting future plans. It means approaching both with clarity. The past offers lessons, and the future provides direction, but your true power lies in what you do today. Practical steps. Mindfulness. Practice. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each day focusing on your breath. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the present moment. Gratitude in the moment. When you feel stressed, pause and name 3 things you're grateful for right now. This anchors you in the present and shifts your focus. Set daily intentions. At the start of each day, write down one thing you want to accomplish or experience. Let this intention guide your actions throughout the day. When you embrace the present, you free yourself from unnecessary anxiety and tap into the full potential of each moment. 8. Embracing virtue as a guiding principle. For the Stoics, living a good life was synonymous with living a virtuous life. The 4 cardinal virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, served as their moral compass. Epictetus emphasized, "The essence of philosophy is that a man should so live that his happiness shall depend as little as possible on external things." Virtue is not about perfection, it's about striving to do what is right, even when it's difficult. Whether it's acting with fairness, showing courage in the face of fear, or practicing self-restraint, virtue guides us toward a life of purpose and fulfillment. Practical steps. Practice wisdom. Before making a decision, ask yourself, what is the wisest course of action? This question encourages thoughtful consideration over impulsive reactions. Exercise. Courage. Take one bold step toward a fear each week, whether it's having a difficult conversation or trying something new. Live justly. Commit to fairness in your interactions. Treat others with respect, regardless of how they treat you. Cultivate temperance. Practice moderation in all things. Avoid overindulgence, whether it's food, entertainment, or even work. When you align your actions with virtue, you create a life of integrity and inner peace, no matter the circumstances. 9. Accepting mortality to live fully. The Stoics often reflected on mortality, not to instill fear, but to inspire a greater appreciation for life. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Acknowledging the finite nature of life helps us prioritize what truly matters. Instead of wasting time on trivial concerns, we focus on meaningful relationships, personal growth, and contributing to the world. Practical steps. Daily memento. Mori. Each morning remind yourself, today could be my last. Use this thought not to despair, but to focus on what truly matters. Prioritize relationships. Make time for the people who matter most to you. Express gratitude and mend broken connections. Eliminate the trivial. Identify activities or habits that waste your time or energy. Replace them with actions that align with your values. By reflecting on mortality, you gain clarity and urgency, ensuring that you live each day to its fullest potential. 10. Cultivating gratitude to shift your perspective. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most transformative practices in Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius advised, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. fostering a sense of abundance and contentment. In a world often fixated on ambition and comparison, gratitude grounds us. It reminds us that fulfillment doesn't come from external acquisitions, but from appreciating the richness of the present moment. Practical steps. Morning gratitude. Ritual. Each morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be as simple as a good night's sleep, a supportive friend, or the opportunity to learn something new. Reframe challenges with gratitude. When you face difficulties, reflect on how they might serve you. Ask, what lesson is this teaching me? What can I be thankful for in this situation? Express gratitude to others. Make it a habit to thank someone each day, whether it's a colleague, family member, or even a stranger who offered kindness. Gratitude transforms your outlook, helping you find peace and joy regardless of external circumstances. 11. Practicing detachment from outcomes. Much of our suffering arises from attachment to specific outcomes, possessions, or relationships. The Stoics taught that true freedom comes from letting go of these attachments. Epictetus reminded us, make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. Detachment doesn't mean apathy. It means understanding that your worth and happiness aren't dependent on things outside your control. By practicing detachment, you free yourself from the fear of loss and the pressure of perfection. Practical steps. Release expectations. Before starting any task, remind yourself, I will do my best, but I am not entitled to a specific result. This mindset reduces anxiety and fosters resilience. Simplify your possessions. Spend a weekend decluttering your home, donate items you no longer need, and experience the liberation of owning less. Reflect on impermanence. Regularly remind yourself that everything in life is temporary: successes, failures, possessions, and even relationships. This awareness helps you cherish the present moment while accepting change. Detachment empowers you to live with clarity and freedom, embracing life as it unfolds rather than clinging to how you wish it would be. 12. Finding purpose through service and growth. For the Stoics, a meaningful life is one rooted in service to others and personal growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The fruit of this life is good character and acts for the common good." Purpose is not something we discover passively. It is something we create through deliberate action and reflection. When we align our actions with our values and contribute to the well-being of others, life gains depth and fulfillment. Purpose transcends fleeting pleasures and provides a sense of direction even in adversity. Practical steps. Define your why. Spend 30 minutes reflecting on what gives your life meaning. Is it helping others? Creating something valuable? Write down your answer and revisit it regularly. Set purposeful goals. Align your short-term goals with your larger purpose. For instance, if your purpose is to inspire others, set a goal to mentor someone or create meaningful content. Engage in acts of kindness. Each week, perform one selfless act for someone else without expecting anything in return. These small acts reinforce your sense of connection and purpose. Living with purpose transforms everyday actions into meaningful contributions, helping you navigate life with intention and fulfillment. 13. Managing fear with courage and perspective. Fear is a natural emotion, but it often paralyzes us and keeps us from pursuing our goals. The Stoics believed that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Most of our fears stem from imagined outcomes rather than real threats. By confronting fear with reason and perspective, we can diminish its power and move forward with confidence. Practical steps. Fear-setting exercise. Write down your worst-case scenario for a situation that scares you. Then, list ways you could handle it if it happened. This exercise often reveals that your fears are less catastrophic than they seem. Take small risks. Start with manageable acts of courage, such as speaking up in a meeting or trying a new hobby. Each success builds confidence for larger challenges. Reframe fear as growth. When fear arises, remind yourself, this is an opportunity to grow. Embrace the discomfort as a sign that you're expanding your comfort zone. Courage isn't about eliminating fear. It's about facing it with wisdom and determination, transforming it into a catalyst for growth. 14. The importance of consistency. Consistency is the backbone of self-improvement. The Stoics understood that progress is not achieved through occasional bursts of effort, but through steady, disciplined action over time. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Consistency requires patience and commitment, especially when results are not immediate. By showing up every day, you build habits that compound into significant change. Practical steps: create a daily routine. Design a schedule that includes time for your priorities, such as exercise, learning, and reflection. Stick to it, even when motivation wanes. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge every step forward, no matter how small. For instance, if you commit to journaling, celebrate completing a week of entries. Focus on the process. Instead of fixating on the end goal, immerse yourself in the present task. Enjoy the journey of improvement rather than obsessing over the destination. Consistency transforms aspirations into achievements, providing the foundation for a fulfilling and resilient life. 15. Practicing self-awareness daily. Self-awareness is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on his thoughts and actions, writing, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up, if thou wilt ever dig." By understanding your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, and habits, you gain the clarity to align your actions with your values. Self-awareness isn't just about introspection. It's about being honest with yourself. Are your actions serving your purpose? Are your habits consistent with the person you want to become? Practical steps. Daily journaling. Spend 5 minutes each evening writing about your day. Ask yourself, what did I do well? What could I improve? This habit encourages reflection and accountability. Set a midday check-in. Pause in the middle of your day to assess your mindset. Are you staying focused on your values, or are you being reactive? Adjust accordingly. Ask the tough questions. Regularly challenge yourself with questions like, why did I make that choice? Or, is this behavior aligned with my goals? This honesty fosters growth. Through self-awareness, you become better equipped to make deliberate choices that lead to personal transformation. 16. Cultivating inner peace. Through acceptance. Inner peace is not about escaping challenges, but about finding calm amidst them. The Stoics believed that peace comes from accepting life as it is, rather than wishing it were different. Epictetus advised, do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation. It means working with reality rather than resisting it. By aligning your expectations with reality, you free yourself from unnecessary frustration. Practical steps. Reframe expectations. Before starting any task or interaction, remind yourself, things may not go as planned, and that's okay. This mindset prepares you for unpredictability. Practice letting go. When you find yourself dwelling on something outside your control, take a deep breath and say, this is not mine to fix. Redirect your energy to what you can influence. Meditate on change. Spend 5 minutes each day reflecting on the impermanence of life. Accepting that change is inevitable helps you approach it with grace. Acceptance fosters resilience and allows you to navigate life's uncertainties with calm and clarity. 17th, serving others as a path to fulfillment. Stoicism emphasizes the interconnectedness of humanity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, Man is made for the sake of one another. Serving others isn't just altruistic, it's a source of deep personal fulfillment. When you contribute to the well-being of others, you create a ripple effect of positivity and meaning. Service can take many forms: offering kindness, sharing knowledge, or simply being present for someone in need. It shifts your focus from self-centered concerns to a broader perspective. Practical steps. Offer daily kindness. Commit to one act of kindness each day, whether it's helping a colleague, donating to a cause, or simply listening to someone. Share your knowledge. If you've learned something valuable, pass it on. Teaching others not only helps them, but also deepens your own understanding. Engage in community. Volunteer for a cause that resonates with you. Building connections through service enriches your life and strengthens your sense of purpose. By focusing on the well-being of others, you cultivate a life of meaning and gratitude. 18. Balancing ambition with contentment. Ambition and contentment often seem at odds, but Stoicism teaches us how to balance the two. The Stoics believed in striving for excellence while remaining content with the present. Seneca advised, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life." Ambition drives us to grow and achieve, but unchecked ambition can lead to dissatisfaction. Contentment reminds us to appreciate the journey, even as we work toward our goals. Practical steps. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge each step forward, no matter how small. For instance, if you're learning a skill, celebrate completing a chapter or lesson. Set process goals. Focus on actions you can control, such as practicing a skill for an hour daily, rather than fixating on outcomes. Gratitude for the present. At the end of each day, write down one thing you're grateful for in your current circumstances. This practice grounds you in the moment. Balancing ambition with contentment ensures that you remain driven while appreciating the richness of the present. 19. Harnessing the power of daily rituals. Daily rituals create structure and consistency in your life, helping you align your actions with your values. The Stoics used rituals to prepare for the day ahead and reflect on the day past. Marcus Aurelius often began his mornings by reminding himself of his purpose and the challenges he might face. Practical steps. Morning ritual. Start your day with a moment of stillness. Reflect on your goals and visualize how you will handle challenges with patience and wisdom. Evening reflection. Before bed, review your day. Ask yourself, did I live according to my values? What could I improve tomorrow? Anchor habits. Link new habits to existing ones. For example, after brushing your teeth, spend 2 minutes reflecting on gratitude or journaling. Rituals provide a sense of control and purpose, guiding your daily actions toward meaningful growth. 20. Living a legacy of virtue. Ultimately, the Stoics believed in living a life that leaves a positive impact on the world. Marcus Aurelius urged, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Living virtuously means embodying wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance in your daily actions. Your legacy isn't about material achievements, but about the values you live by and the influence you have on others. By striving to embody virtue, you inspire those around you and contribute to a better world. Practical steps. Define your legacy. Ask yourself, how do I want to be remembered? Use this vision to guide your daily actions. Model. Virtue. Act with integrity, even when no one is watching. Your consistent behavior sets an example for others. Mentor. Others. Share your wisdom and experiences with those who can benefit from them. Helping others grow extends your influence beyond yourself. Living a legacy of virtue ensures that your life is not only meaningful, but also leaves a lasting positive impact. By embracing these Stoic principles, self-awareness, resilience, acceptance, gratitude, detachment, and purpose, you can transform yourself and your life. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or avoiding challenges. It's about facing life with clarity, courage, and wisdom. Every day is an opportunity to practice these teachings, to grow stronger, and to align your actions with your values. As you continue this journey, remember Marcus Aurelius's words: "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Thank you for being part of this journey. If this guide has resonated with you, please subscribe to the Be Stoic channel, share this video, and continue exploring the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Together, we can build lives of purpose, peace, and strength.